Hey lovers, it's PDH with Love on Tour, and I'm on the newly refurbished Carnival Radiance. We're about to get our Christmas cruise on. Let's do it. Now, the Carnival Radiance used to be the Carnival Victory before it got its radical refurbishing from Carnival, and now it is almost a brand new ship inside and out. Well, inside and outside, it's still pretty and nicely painted. Now, they did add over 100 rooms to this ship, and you can feel the space inside is a little bit smaller than maybe it was in the past. But they did add over 100 cabins for some more guest accommodations. Now, the one thing to notice about this ship is that the rooms themselves are smaller than some of the rooms on some of the larger, newer ships. Recently was on the Carnival Mardi Gras, and that ship had a very nice size balcony room, ocean suite, Havana suite, and of course those beautiful Excel suites. Now, here on the Radiance, we booked a grand suite, which is a nice room, but definitely doesn't have the feel or the space of the grand suite on some of their other ships. The embarkation process was pretty painless, other than it being freezing in the space that they had us in, but we were able to get through the line very smoothly. The suite accommodations were just that. We were able to go straight to the captain's lounge, where although there were no refreshments, there was some comfortable seating there. Hey lovers, on the Carnival Radiance in the Serenity area now, the adult-only Serenity deck, and you can tell they did a really good job revitalizing this area with the new seating and the lounge beds. Very nicely done, small, but a very nice place to sit and chill. Great views of the ocean, great spot. Now, they've gone all out on this Radiance. They have installed some of their new key restaurants. You've got Shaq's Big Chicken, which is delicious. It is no different than the big chicken you taste in Glendale and other parts. I'm from LA, California, so we have big chicken around. They also have Guy Fieri's Burger, which is one of the best burger joints, bar none. I don't care what you say. I love their burgers, and it's free on the ship, as so is Big Chicken, also included in your rate. They also have Guy Fieri's Pig and Anchor. Now, it's a little bit different than it is on the Mardi Gras ship. On the Mardi Gras ship, it is actually a sit-down restaurant. Here is kind of a back window grab and go, which is actually pretty cool. You can take it to the room, you can eat it at the pool, you can take it up to the buffet, or do whatever you like. But it is definitely a new staple with Carnival that is a keeper for sure. They have some of the best brisket and barbecue that you can taste out at sea. I did love their show Soulbound, which was an interesting show, ambitious even, and that they really did try to incorporate the LED screens behind the small stage. Now, the reason why it was so ambitious is because they were singing some icon singers such as Aretha Franklin and Chaka Khan and Wilson Pickett and some other oldies. Even Beyonce was in there. So vocally, it was challenging. But I did like how they integrated the LED screens, and they really made a story out of it. And so the performers were talented, no question about it. And I felt like it was a good show for what it was in this small theater on the small stage. Also, their other production show, which is Rock Revolution, which I actually saw in the Mardi Gras. So I'm looking to see, I'm interested in seeing how it compares here on the Radiance. Also had Kamar, who was the pianist in the piano bar, and this guy knew his stuff. He sung some beautiful, beautiful ballads as well as some upbeat sing-along type things, and he was very talented on the keys, extremely talented in terms of playing piano, and he took requests, and then if he didn't know it, he said come back the next day and play it for you. Now, I did make a request and he didn't play it the next day, but he probably had a lot on his plate. Now, something else to be very mindful of is, although this is a smaller ship, you really do have a large casino. The casino was large, had a lot of slot machines, and I got lucky playing a little roulette. And let me tell you, they had a craps table, 3 or 4 blackjack tables, and it was really interesting to see a ship this small have such a large casino. And all the dealers were very friendly, and to be honest, this is the first time I've ever won on a cruise ship, so they get a thumbs up from me. Now, here's a tip specifically for the Radiance if you go to the gym, which you know I love going to the gym to make up for those 5,000 calories that I eat on a cruise ship every day. They only had a water fountain there, so no water dispenser of any kind. So definitely make a note and bring a nice protein bottle or water bottle or shaker so that you can have something that you can actually have water throughout your workout instead of having to go and kind of dip your head in this small, little, slow water fountain. So that's the note. Now, the gym in general was a nice size, again, for this size ship. They had a lot of cardio equipment there, and they had what was called the motion studio, where they had spin bikes that were unfortunately tied up most of the time, but you could do classes there. A lot of people did the yoga and the stretching there, but they also had up to 100-pound weights and dumbbells, which is unique for these cruise ships because it's such a heavy weight. But I enjoyed working out there, and the only day it was crowded, of course, was the sea day, the day that it's always crowded. But actually on the port day, there was hardly anybody in there, so a very nice gym for this size. Now, the Radiance is a smaller ship with a capacity just under 3,000 passengers, and it felt like it was that size, kind of that medium type ship, definitely still a larger cruise ship, but not your Mardi Gras, your NCL Encores, or you're definitely not your Royal Caribbean Symphonies. But if you like kind of that old school, small atrium and lots of space on the outside type of ship, this is definitely one that you may want to consider, especially since it's cruising out of LA on the Mexico and Ensenada trips, which are very, very inexpensive. You could have cruised with 2 people on this 3-day cruise for less than $500, expenses paid, and that's a pretty good vacation. So that's it for this episode of Love on Tour. This was a beautiful trip on the brand new Carnival Radiance. They really are putting their money where their mouth is in terms of turning these ships over and adding these beautiful elements and these great venues to an already stellar line of ships. And remember, it's love above all, love will travel. This is PDH, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.